Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is just a quick video, guys. I'm fulfilling a request that somebody had asked for me to do a short detailed video about applying for a postgraduate work permit. What do I know about it? What can I tell you guys about the process? And yeah, just sharing my experience when it comes on to applying for a post-graduation work permit. All right, now before I get into the video, guys, I just want to say that whatever is said here in this video is just based on my own experience and the experience of others that I've known, personal experience going through the process and seeing other persons going through the process as well. All right, I say that to say that I'm no immigration consultant, lawyer, affiliate, worker, none at all. All right, so whatever I say here is just based on my own experience. Another thing, guys, just be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Smash a like on this video and definitely leave a comment. So I'm outside, guys, so apologies if this video is a little bit more windy than it usually is. So yeah, try to hear what I'm saying and block out all the breeze in the background. All right, guys, thank you so much for that. Smash a like on the video and leave a comment. Let me know what you want me to talk about and I'll try my best. Now, in case you're wondering, what is a post-graduation work permit? A post-graduation work permit is a work permit that is issued to international students who graduated from their course of study. All right, so it is a permit that allows you to work after school, and work that you get throughout the time of your post-graduation work permit is vital to becoming a permanent resident of Canada. So so the natural matriculation is international student, post-graduation work permit, then permanent residence. That is the usual progression. All right, so it's very, very important in the scheme of immigration. So that is what a post-graduation work permit is. The next thing, a post-graduation work permit is an open work permit. It allows you to work with any employer anywhere in Canada. So you don't have to work in the province that you go to school, and you don't have to be confined to a specific province, right? A post-graduation work permit, it gives you the opportunity to work anywhere in Canada, in whatever province you choose to work for in. It doesn't really matter. So it's like your license to just travel Canada and work and achieve as much as you can. All right, now in order to be qualified for a post-graduation work permit, there are some things that has to be done before you graduate school. And one of those things is you have to be a full-time student in a designated learning institution in Canada. And what do I mean by that? So there are many colleges in Canada, both public and private, right? Not all is recognized as what is called a DLI. A DLI is a designated learning institution. You want to make sure that whatever school you are applying to go to is a part of the DLI listing, and that will give you the opportunity to then apply for a post-graduation work permit after completing your studies. Many persons are in situations where they complete their schooling and then they realize that the school they went to is not a part of the DLI, and then they are not qualified for a post-graduation work permit. So you want to make sure that you're doing that check from the get-go, from the beginning, from the inception. All right, as you guys can see, nuts in the background being on fleek. Right there, we're actually outside. We're doing another video as I speak. We're doing a vlog. We're at this beautiful park. But anyways, that's for another video. So you have made sure that your school is a part of the DLI listing, and you have done your due diligence, and you have applied and you have completed. That's step one. Step two is you have to make sure that you are a full-time student. Full-time student other than in your last semester. Right, in order to be qualified for a post-graduation work permit, you have to be enrolled in at least 3 courses per semester, which is considered to be full-time. So 3 courses are 9 credits, right? 9 credits is what is considered to be full-time, and oftentimes that is 3 courses. Of course, it's 3 credits per course, 9 credits, 3 courses. Now that is the bare minimum. If you fall below that threshold, then you are not considered to be a full-time student, and you will be considered a part-time student, and then you might not be qualified for a post-graduation work permit. So you want to make sure that you are maintaining your full-time status straight throughout your course of study, other than in your final semester when you can study part-time. All right, the other thing that you want to do, guys, is to make sure that at least 60% of your course is done in person. All right, so you can do a few online courses, but you cannot combined total more than 40% of your course of your courses, right? So at least 60% of your course load over the duration of your studies has to be in person and not online. All right, so online courses are only supposed to be 40% of your course load, so you cannot go more than 40%, otherwise you might not be qualified for a post-graduation work permit. So that's also something that you should definitely take into consideration and look on when you are selecting your courses for the semester and choosing what to do. All right, because many persons again put themselves in positions where they study part-time, didn't know, did most of their courses online and didn't know, and then when it's time to apply for the post-graduation work permit, then they end up in a situation where they're not eligible, and then that is something that is very, very, very heartbreaking. All right, so you want to make sure that you put yourself in those positions before, so that you are qualified to apply for a post-graduation work permit. That's a mouthful, I know. So after you've done all of those stuff and you maintain a full-time status, do all of those stuff, the next step now is to actually apply for a post-graduation work permit. Now, your post-graduation work permit is oftentimes one of the easiest things you're gonna ever apply for when dealing with IRCC. It's very, very easy to get your post-graduation work permit as long as you're satisfied all the criteria that I told you before, and you have graduated your course of study, then you are eligible, and as long as you are eligible, then usually you are granted your post-graduation work permit, assuming that you have complied with all the stipulations of your study permit in terms of not working more than 20 hours while school is in session and all of those stuff. You want to definitely keep that in mind. All right, so all things considered, as I said, the post-graduation work permit is a pretty straightforward application process, and it doesn't require a lot of documentation, which is very, very good, by the way, because it's just a walk in the park. So you fill out the application form, and one thing I would like to say as well is you don't need to have a job before applying for your post-graduation work permit. It can be immediately after finishing school, as long as you have gotten your letter of completion. You can apply for your postgrad work permit. You do not need to have a job offer. You do not need to have a job. You don't even need to know where you're gonna work before applying. All right, so that's definitely something that you want to consider and just have pat down. All right, so the documents that you're gonna need the application form. Very, very, very straightforward application form. You get it off the IRCC website. You just put in the application form, work permit, and it comes up. It's the same application form that you'd use for any work permit application. In addition to that, you're gonna need a letter of completion from your college, which states that you have completed a course of study and you have done it successfully. In addition to your letter of completion, you're going to need a transcript. Now, many persons have used the unofficial transcript that is in their school's website. That in their particular website of their school's database, they can get an unofficial transcript. But I usually suggest you get an official transcript, and you put it with a letter of completion, you put it with the application form, and the only other documents you'll need is pretty much just your passport, and that's it. It doesn't require a lot of documentation. As I said, you're really just proving to IRCC that you have completed school. You don't need to show proof of funds. You don't need to do any of those stuff. You don't need to have a job offer. You don't need any of them stuff. All you need is a letter of completion, your transcript, whether official or unofficial transcript, as well as your letter of completion, your passport, and a copy of your present study permit, which of course cannot be expired. When you're applying for your post-graduation work permit, you have to have a valid study permit, and it has to be within 90 days after completing school, right? So you have to keep those things in mind. Also, with the period of time when you have gotten your letter of completion to when you have applied for your post-grad work permit, you're not supposed to be working. It's supposed to be you're not supposed to be working at all. So oftentimes, we work it out in a way that as soon as you get your letter of completion, you submit your application the next day, then you can continue working. As soon as you have submitted your application, then you can start back working, and it's all good. You don't need to get a decision on your application before you can start working. I know I'm going very, very fast, guys, so I hope I'm not losing anybody. All right, if I'm overlooking anything, please drop it in the comment section, and I'll try my best to answer it in my next video. All right, You have submitted all of your documents, guys. Your post-graduation work permit. I'm not sure what's the timeline right now, but you can check the processing time on the IRCC's website, and it gives you a fairly accurate timeline as to how long the application is gonna take. All right, guys. So that's definitely something that you want to look into. Now, if you're an international student and you are here with your family in Canada, and you want to know, okay then, after I've applied for my post-graduation work permit, what am I going to do with my spouse and dependent children if they are here with me? Now, that is a totally different situation. You cannot apply for your spouses and your dependent children's work permit extension and visitors record extension the same time when you are applying for your post-graduation work permit, unless you have a job in NAC code ABRO period, right? So in order for your family to be eligible to stay with you in Canada, you, the international student who's applying for a post-graduation work permit, has to have a job in NAC code ABRO. That's very, very important. All right, if it is that you don't have a job in those NAC code, then you're going to be deemed inadmissible, your family, that is. So you want to definitely, no, not inadmissible, but eligible, right? Because you don't have a job in the NAC code ABRO. Before you can apply for them, also you have to have at least 3 pay slips from that job. So you can't apply for everybody at the same time. You have to apply for yourself first and then apply for them afterwards. So you have to time your thing perfectly, right? So NAC code ABRO, you have to be employed in that field in order to extend your spouse's work permit and your dependent children visitors record. Very, very important, guys. As long as you get a job in that field and you're able to submit 3 pay slip, then you can apply for their extension, and that's usually a very straightforward process as well. Before their thing can be extended, you have to show that you have been granted a post-graduation work permit as well. So in other words, the sooner you do it, is the better. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this video right here. I really hope that you guys were able to get something from this video. I know I was going very fast. Please smash a like on this video, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, and you know what, guys, drop a comment, let me know if there's any part of the process that you'd like me to talk about more in depth, and I'll be sure to do another video about it. All right, guys, thank you so much. Peace out, love, see you guys.